Number 1. Time to have some fun. All right, the live stream is now going. Not the live stream is going once again. 40 entries tonight for Wednesday night racing. Some of them were a bit late, but that's okay. Got it figured out. 40 entries tonight. Also, gotta thank Chef Dave Kreider for feeding us tonight. Thank you very much, Chef Dave. Give it up for Chef Dave, everybody. Whoa, that was impressive.
Anthony Zachiglowski.
All right, so if I can get my drivers from
Joe
the
Stevens.
final race of the round, that'd be Bryant, Martin, Kevin, Brandon, Brian, Julian, Barry, and Jeff. I can get you
Joey
guys out here to
Stevens.
Marshall, please.
Terry O-Ring.
All right. Yeah, give a shout out to my buddy Ron Watson. He's watching on the live feed tonight. Love you, buddy. Hope you're doing all right. Looking forward to seeing you when we see you. Love you, Ron. All right, this is our first heat of 17.5 buggy. Just in
Matt
case he missed it,
Stevens.
I'll shout him out a little bit
Tom
later,
Varner.
too.
Henry Robinson.
All right, this is race number 1 on track in warm-up. All right, looking for Ali King. Ali King, are you going to make it? Okay, we'll see you in the next round. All right, folks, we're going to get this one going. Got everybody else checked in. Got my marshals out here. We're going to go live loop here in just a few moments. All right, there it is. When you cross the start-finish line, your time will begin. Careful on the left, careful on the left. Got Joe Stevens starting off 19-1. Tom going 21-1. Henry going 29-3. This is just the opening lap, folks. Only 30 seconds into this race. And you got Soppit stretching out. That's a good move. You don't want to pull a hammy out there. 45 seconds in. Joe Stevens on top of the leaderboard. Right now he's on 19.05 for pace, same as Terry O-Young. Got Tom Barnard up to the 3 spot, followed by Henry, Joey, Anthony, and Max. We're 1 minute down, 5 minutes
5
to go,
minutes
drivers. Careful in the middle. That's clear. And we got Terry O to the top. Henry Robinson taking fast lap, going 18-2. Oh, Joe goes 18-3. Tom also going 18-3. A minute 25 down, 4:35 left, drivers. We got Joe Stevens back to the front, 19 flat for pace. Tom going 19.06, Terry 19.19, Henry going 18.13, Joey 17.01, Anthony 16.04, Max 14.03. Careful at the tabletop, careful at the tabletop, drivers. Be careful. It's clearing up. We're clear. 1:45 down, 4:15 to go. Right now, Joe Stevens, 19.05, Terry, 19.14, Tom, 18.09, Henry, 18.13, Joey going 18-16. Anthony 15-10. Max 15-10
minutes
as
left.
well. 2 down, 4 to go, drivers. All right, Joe Stevens on top of the leaderboard. So we got Joe running the black and white out there. Got Terry running the red car, I believe. Yeah, that looks to be the case. Got Tom Barnard out there driving the orange, yellow, and white. Tom having a good showing this weekend at the belt race. Taking down podium spot in the rookie category. It's really cool seeing all of our rookie class drivers just making tons of progress throughout the weekend. 2:45 down, drivers, 3:15 to go. Right now it's Joe, Terry, Tom, followed by Joey, Henry, Max, and Anthony.
3 minutes left.
All right, now battle is on for the 2 spot. Terry versus Tom. Terry driving the red car, Tom driving the orange, yellow, and white. Guys just 2 seconds apart now. Got 2:45 to go, drivers. Joe, Terry, Tom, your top 3, followed by Joey, Henry, Max, and Anthony. 2:30 remaining. Careful up front, guys, on the left. Careful on the left. Careful on the right now. Careful at the step off. Oh, one more. 3:40 down, drivers. 2:20 left. All right, Terry Oyoung now to the top spot. Tom taking over the 2, followed by Joe, Joey, Henry, Max, and Anthony. Got just under 2 minutes remaining, drivers. Nice catch, Brandon. 1:40 to go, drivers. All right, we'll let everyone cycle back around here. All right, Terry, 8 seconds up on Tom. Tom, 4.5 ahead of Joey. Joey, 0.017 ahead of Joe. Joe, 19 ahead of Henry. Henry, 12 ahead of Max. And Max, 28 ahead of Anthony. 1:10 remaining. Pace has got Terry on a 19:16. Tom going 18:06. Joe going 18:12. Joey, 18:15. Henry, 17:14. Max, 16:15.
left.
Anthony, 14 flat. 1 minute to go. Careful at the tabletop. That's clearing up. 50 seconds left, 5:02 to go. Race number 2 comes up next. Terry going 17.9 that last lap, new fast lap. 40 seconds remain. All right, Terry, Tom, Joe, your top 3, followed by Joey, Henry, Max, and Anthony. 25 seconds remain. Careful in the middle. That is clear. All right, got some faster cars coming up on Anthony next. So when those cars get there, just give them a little bit of space, please. Good teamwork, good teamwork. Awesome job. And time has expired. Keep on going. Do not stop. Keep going. Do not stop.
Tom Barnard done. Joe Stevens done. Henry Robinson done.
All right, still got some cars on the clock.
Max Stevens done. Joey Stevens done. Anthony Zachiglowski done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race, guys. Terry
Terry
takes the
done.
victory, 19:23. Tom goes 18:04. Joe 18:06. Joey 18:17. Henry
race is completed.
17:08. Max 16:18. And Anthony 14:17. All right, folks, race number 2, that is going to be Austin, Carter, Mark, Chloe, John, Theo, James, and Joe.
James Colicchio. Joe Colicchio. Mark Humans. Rice Cakes Jr. Joe Colicchio. Mark Humans. Rice Cakes Jr. Ten Carted. Austin Church.
All right, got my turn marshals making their way to the track. Might need a little more help on the left. All right, got a few cars not checked in yet. Let's see.
James Colicchio.
There we go. There's one. Carter and Austin. Let's see. And that was Austin? Okay.
Austin Church.
This must be Carter.
Carter Garcia.
Okay. All right. I believe we're going to see John next round. Okay, so this is race number 2. We are going live loop here in just a few moments. Do a lap if you want. Go ahead. Go ahead. You passed the line, so go ahead. All right, folks. We are about to go live loop. All right, 20 seconds in. Got Chloe going 18-7, Theo 18-6, Austin at 23, Joe 22, Mark at 21, James going 17-0, Carter at 20 flat. All right, James Colicchio going fastest opening lap. All right, Chloe improves to an 18-1, Theo at an 18-6. Oh, careful at the rollers. Careful at the rollers. That's clearing up. All right, James, Chloe, Theo, you're top 3 right now.
5 minutes left.
Okay.
1:15 down, drivers. 4:45 left. Turns out Gross was saying Terry. I thought he was saying Zaring. So I'm right here. 125 in, 4:35 to go. All right, James on top of the leaderboard, 20-14. We got Chloe on the 19 flat, Theo 1901, Joe 1906, Mark 1918, Austin 1812, Carter 1617. Oh, $1.45 down, 4:15 remains. Oh, one down the straightaway. Lay off the gas, lay off the gas. Oh, we got to, okay. Unplug the battery,
left.
unplug the battery. Thank you, Terry. Oh, sorry you had to deal with that, Terry, but good action. All right, so we got Chloe Gross on top of the leaderboard, followed by James Colicchio, Theo Lynn, Austin Church, Joe Colicchio, Mark Humans. And Carter had a bit of a runaway there. The speed control just kind of freaked out. Ah, 2:30 down, drivers. 3:30 to go. All right, James and Chloe within 1.7 now, the gap. James just ripping off an insane lap, going 16.9. James has been practicing this week, and he did get that chassis upgrade. Kind of an unintentional upgrade, but hey, upgrade's an upgrade. He's taking advantage of it. 17.3. Oh, dang, James is ripping out there. This is impressive. Chloe ripping out there too, 17.5, looking alive. All right, 3:25 in, 2:35 to go. So James on 20:03, Chloe 20:08. Chloe going even faster, 17.4. Got Thielen in the 3 spot, about 7 seconds back. He's on 19:02. Got Joe 19:17, Mark 18 flat. Austin, well, he was on 18:19, but pulling it off early. We are down to 5 contestants here. Right now, it's a good battle between Chloe and James there within 1 second. We got 2 minutes remaining. So if you see a purple car, they are fighting for the lead. Purple and yellow and solid purple, they are fighting for the 1 spot. 1:45 remains. Got James 20:05, Chloe 20:07, Theo 19 flat, Mark 19:14, Joe 19:15. Those are your remaining 5 contestants here in race number 2. Got 1:30 remaining, 90 seconds to go. James and Chloe still within 0.2 of a second. A battle going down. Uh-oh, somebody's car sounds like a box of rocks. Man, that is Chloe's car. She was on a good run. Man. So that is going to allow James to contest this
1
one
minute
uncontested left for the remaining minute. He has about a 10.5 second lead on Theo. "45 seconds remain. James on a 20:04. Good run here for that young man. Making his way down the back straight, coming up on some traffic. If you see that purple ride, give him some room. Good teamwork there. 20 seconds left, drivers. Ten seconds left. Wow, 16.8
10 car, 10
from James, previous lap.
Joe Colicchio done.
Oh. Oh, no.
Mark Humans done.
Man, on the final lap, James having some technical difficulties. Man. Well, James is going to take the victory here, but it's going to be 19 laps in 5:49. Got Theo going 19 laps in 6:01, Mark 19:6:07, Joe in 18:6:03. Only 3 cars technically making it to the finish. Oh boy. All right, race number 3, David, Steve, Tony, Mondrell, Martin, Dave, Chevelle, and Ryan.
Steve Lowe. Ryan R. Randall. Best friend.
Okay,
Martin
if I
Arroyo.
get my drivers from the previous group, I'm going to need my drivers from that last one.
David Newell. Downtown Brown.
I figured. It's all right. We'll get them in. We'll get them in later. Okay, turn marshals are going to be James, Theo, Mark, Joe, Chloe, Austin, Carter. I may need all of y'all to marshal.
Chef Dave.
All right, well, I got mostly everybody checked in. Do I have all my turn marshals out here? Yeah, Theo, you can marshal right there. Just take one step back, Theo. There you go. Yeah, right there's cool. All right, folks, we are going to go live loop here in just a few seconds. All right, we got our opening laps coming into the books here. Got Steve a 16.7, Dave a 17.7, Martin 18.2, Ryan a 20, Chevelle going 17.6, Mondrell 17.7, and Dave an 18.3. All right, 45 seconds in. We got Steve Leung on top of the leaderboard, followed by Chevelle, Mondrell, David, Dave, Martin, Ryan, no Tony.
5 minutes left.
All right, we got Steve Leung going 16.2 that last time by. Got Chevelle a 17.1, David a 17.7, Kreider going 17.6, now a 17.5, Leung another 16.2. Wow, Steve Leung's last 2 laps to the 1,000th, 16.288. 2 in a row. Careful back straight, that is clear. Right now, Steve Leung on 22.05, Chevelle Keats 21.05, David Knoll 21.15, Dave Kreider 21.16, Martin Arroyo 20.08, Mondrell Brown 19.07, Ryan Randall 19.17. Oh, Monty B, Mondrell Brown just reset fast lap 16.2. Hey, Mondrell's starting to wake up a little bit. Oh, back straight, back straight. Careful on the back straight.
4 minutes left.
We got 2 minutes down, drivers. Right now, it's Steve Leung out front, 22.06. Steve is driving the maroon and yellow car, making his way down the back straight, up the wall ride, around the sweeping corners, over that first double, over the tabletop, making his way across town over the rollers, into the chicane, over that final double, and once again down the back straight. That was a lap with your leader, brought to you by Team Powers USA, bringing you the power you need. 2:45 down, 3:15 to go. Steve Leung, 22.06. Dave Kreider, 21.15. Chevelle Keats, 20.02. Mondrell Brown, 20.06. Martin Arroyo, 20.10. David Knoll, 19.17. And
left.
Ryan Randall, 19.15. All right, drivers, we got 3:15 down, 2:45 to go. Steve now 12 ahead of Dave Kreider. Kreider less than a tenth ahead of Chevelle. Chevelle 9/10 up on Mondrell. Mondrell 7 ahead of Martin. Martin 6 ahead of Dave. Dave 6.4 ahead of Ryan. All right, we got 3:30 down, 2:30 to go, drivers. Steve 2207, Chevelle 2112, Dave 2116, Mondrell 20 flat, Martin 2014, David 1904, and Ryan 1916. We're approaching 2 minutes to go.
Two minutes left.
All right, just under 2 to remaining. Steve now 12 seconds ahead of Chevelle. Chevelle 1.5 ahead of Mondrell. Mondrell 1 ahead of Dave. Dave 9 ahead of Martin. Martin 4 ahead of Dave. And Noel 7.4 up on Randall. Yeah, minute 35 to go, racers. Fast lap, 16.2 from Mondrell. Got 16.2 from Steve. 16.5 from Chevelle. 17.1 from Dave. 17.8 for Martin. 17.2 for David. And 17.0 for Ryan. Now, minute 20 to go, drivers. All right, just over 1 minute remains.
1 minute left.
Mondrell Brown resetting fast time, 16.1. Monty on the move. Ooh, Steve Leung heard that. He responds with a 16.0. Way to go. See, Steve was just holding back. 35 seconds to go. Steve's pace now 22.13, Chevelle 21.07, Mondrell 21.09, Dave 21.14, Martin 20.14, Noel on a 20.16, and Randall 19.11. All right, folks, 15 seconds. Got race number 3 coming up next. Sorry, race number 4 coming up next. It's like at the wrong graphic. Keep going, drivers. Keep on going.
David Moule done. Martin Arroyo done. Steve Leung done. Best friend done.
All right, 2 more cars, 2 more cars.
Downtown Brown
All right,
done.
1 more car, 1 more car. Keep going, Dave. You didn't hear your name yet.
All drivers are finished. Chef
All right,
Dave done.
that'll be a race. Steve goes 22.12, Chevelle 21.05, Mondrell 21.14, Dave 21.19, Martin 20.13, David 19.01, Ryan gets 17 laps.
The race is completed.
All right, race number 4 is going to be Eric,
Aaron,
Art,
Austin.
Lucas, Roger, Aaron, Jordan, Mike, and Ray. This is race number 4.
AJ Cardinale. Ray Cilioni. Lucas Sichigloski. Jordan Rivera. Roger Serafin. Leader.
All right, if I can get my drivers from the previous race, I may need you all to come on out and turn marshal. All right, I'm looking for Steve, Chevelle, Mondrell, Martin, Dave, Ryan. If I can get you guys out here to turn marshal,
Eric
please.
Paciudin.
Hey guys, I may need some turn marshals. I am looking for Steve, Chevelle, Mondrell, Dave, Martin, Ryan. Cool, we got Ryan, got Martin, got Chevelle, got David, got Mondrell. All right, and is Steve out there too? Cool, awesome. I'm gonna need somebody to move to the middle. Someone's gotta cover the middle. Okay, and then if I can get somebody, either Steve, Chevelle, Mondrell, one of you, I'm gonna need one of you guys in the corner to the right. One of you three. Yeah, one of my three up front on the right. I'm going to need you on the other side of the double in the corner. Thank you, Steve. All right, folks, we are going live loop here in just a few moments. Okay, everybody has gotten off to a start here. We got Jordan 16-3, Roger 16-9, Lucas 16-7, Art 17-6, Mike 17-8, Ray going 17-8, Eric going 17-0. 35 seconds in the books, drivers. All right, Roger Seraphin on top of the leaderboard after 2 laps, followed by Eric, Lucas, Mike, Jordan, Ray, Art, and Aaron. Things still shifting around a bit. Fast lap so far, 16-1 from Double A, Aaron Austin. All right, minute 15 down, 4:45 remaining. We got Roger out there on a 22:07. Eric 22:10, Ray 22:14, Art 22:16, Lucas 21:01, Mike 21:12, Jordan 21:14, and Aaron 20:02, despite holding fast lap. All right, $140 in. Roger 22:05 at the moment. Leading this one, he's driving the yellow and white with some blue and yellow on it. A little bobble there. 2 minutes in, 4 minutes left.
4 minutes left.
All right, Eric Vasutin now on top, 22:07. Roger 22:10, Art 22:12, Ray 22:15, Lucas 21 flat, Mike 21:02, Jordan 21:07. Aaron 20:01. Yeah, 3:45 remaining, drivers. Eric up by half a second on Roger. Roger 1.5 ahead of Art. Art 1.1 ahead of Mike. Mike 0.1 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.8 ahead of Ray. Ray 2.6 ahead of Aaron. All right, 2:45 down, 3:15 to go. We got Eric Vasutin 0.8 of a second ahead of Roger Seraphin. Roger 1 second ahead of Art. Art 0.8 ahead of Mike.
3 minutes left.
Mike now 2 seconds ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.7 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 8 ahead of Ray, and Ray 2.8 ahead of Aaron. Got 3:10 down, 2:50 to go. $320 down, $240 left. Eric going 16.4 that time by. Backing up with another 16.4. Roger 16.2 that time around. His fast lap is 16.0. Got Art going 16.6. Mike now going 16.1. Got 2:15 remaining, drivers. The student's pace now 22:06. Roger 22:07. Mike 22:12. Art 22:12. Lucas 21:05. Jordan 21:10. Aaron 20:05. Ray 20:06. 2
minutes left.
gap between Vasutin and Seraphin has been about half. Oh. Gap between Eric and Roger has been about half a second for the last minute. Which makes me wonder, am I really calling a two-wheel buggy race or am I calling a nitro sedan race in like 2005? Anyway, 4:30 down, 1:30 to go. Eric half a second ahead of Roger, who's 2.4 ahead of Mike Hughes. We got Mike 3 seconds up on Art. Art 8 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 4.5 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 6 ahead of Ray. And Ray 7.5 ahead of Aaron. Wow, Eric Vasutin 16-2 that last time by. Oh, back straight. And now Seraphin up by left. 1/10 of a second. 55 seconds remain, so leaders coming up on traffic here. One of your leaders, the yellow and white with the blue and red graphics on the side. The other one going to be blue, green, gray, fluorescent red striping. And right now it's advantage Roger by 1.4. 22:06 versus 22:08 for pace. Hughes 22:12, Cardinale 22:15, Jordan 21:06, Lucas 21:11, Ray 20 flat on the verge, and Aaron on a 20:04 with about 25 seconds left. Looks like leader coming up on Saloni and Ribera next. And second place down the back straight, just getting by Cardinale. And time. Keep going, drivers. Do not stop. It does not hurt to do an extra lap.
Jordan
just
Rivera
saying.
Done. Roger Seraphin done. Aaron Austin done. Leader done. Lucas Sichiglowski done. AJ Cardinale done. Eric Vasiodine done. All drivers are finished.
All right, folks, that is going to be a race. Roger going 20:06. Eric at 20:11. Mike 20:12. Art 22. I meant to say 22. Roger going 22:06. Eric 22:11. Mike 22:12. Art 22:17. Jordan 21:04.
The race
Lucas 21:09. Ray 21:19. Aaron 20:01. All right, this is race number 5. Race number 5.
Barry Soppin. Martin White. Rice Cakes.
All right, once again, giving a shout out to my buddy Ron Watson. I hope you're watching. I hope you're doing all right tonight. We love you, brother.
BP. Too Soon Jr.
All right, let's get our turn marshals out here. All right, looks like Julian has not yet arrived. We'll have a spot for him when he does. Okay, we got our marshals making their way to the track. Suppose we're going to go live loop in just a few moments here. One more lap if you want, go ahead. Now's the time to do it. All right, folks, we're going racing. All right, so we got Bryant 15.5, Barry 15.7, Martin 16.3, Kevin 16.2, Brandon 16.3, Jeff 16.4, Brian 18.4. All right, 35 seconds in. All right, Bryant Mirafuente going 15-4. Right now he's holding down that top spot, going 15-3 this time around. 15-3 away to be. Got Barry Sopp at a 15-7 in the 2 spot. Perea going 16-3 so far.
5
Allen a
minutes
16-2, White a 16-0, Miranda 16-4, Gross a 16-6. We got just past the minute down. It's going to be Bryant, 24-10 at the moment. Barry, 23-04, Martin, 22-02, Brandon, 22-02, Jeff, 22-07, Brian, 22-14, and Kevin, 21-16. All right, Soppy going 15-6, Perea 16-0. Oh, White going 15-9 that time around. So where we stand with a minute 50 down, 4:10 to go. Got Bryant 24-09. He's 2.9 ahead of Barry. Barry 3 ahead of Martin. Martin 1.5 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 0.5 ahead of Jeff.
4
Jeff
minutes left.
3.8 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.8 ahead of Kevin. Wow, 15-1 for Mirafuente that time around. So Bryant 24-09, Barry 23-06, Martin 23-14, Brandon 22-03, Jeff 22-06, Brian 21 flat, Kevin 21-10. All right, 2:30 down, 3:30 remains. .240 in, 3:20 to go. Bryant, Barry, Martin, Brandon, Jeff, Brian, and Kevin, your full running order. All right, Bryant 6 seconds ahead of Barry, Barry 3 ahead of Martin, Martin 1.9 ahead of Brandon, Brandon 2.9 ahead of Jeff,
3
Jeff
minutes
1.3
left.
ahead of Brian, Brian 4.2 ahead of Kevin. Just under 3 minutes remaining, drivers. All right, folks, we got 2:15 to go. Got Bryant 24-10, got Barry 23-06, Brendan 22 flat, Martin
2 minutes
22-01,
left.
Kevin 22-16, Jeff 22-17, and Brian 21-07. A minute 50 to go, racers. Minute 45 remaining in this one. Bryant, Barry, Brandon, Martin, Jeff, Kevin, Brian. With a minute 30 to go, Perea just went a 15-7, backing it up a 16-0. Perea running a new color. He's probably been running it a month now, but it's still new to me. Run the magenta. 1:15 to go. Bryant 24-11, Barry 23-06, Brandon 23-14, Martin 22 flat, Jeff 22-13, Kevin 22-14, Brian 21-06.
1 minute left.
.45 seconds left, drivers. .35 seconds left. Bryant Bryant still 10 ahead of Barry. Barry 6.3 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 2 ahead of Martin. Martin 11 up on Jeff. Jeff 0.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 9 ahead of Brian. 15 seconds. All right, keep on going, drivers. Keep
Rice
on
cakes
going.
done. Barry Soppet done. Goomba done. Too Soon Jr. done. Kevin Allen done. Martin White done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race.
BP done.
Bryant goes 24-11. Barry 23-07. Brandon 23-13. Martin 23-15. Kevin 22-10. Jeff 22-11. Brian at 21-04.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, we'll take a 5-minute break, and we'll get right back into round number 2.
Anthony Zachiglowski.
All right, folks, quite the Wednesday night out here on NorCal Hobbies. Got John Johnson paying us a visit. Also got Chef Dave feeding us earlier tonight. Big thank you to Chef Dave. 40 entries on a Wednesday. Thank you for the support, guys. With that, we're going to get started on round number 2 soon. Giving these guys a moment to get the tube straightened out. Giving a couple of our racers a minute as well. Hopefully we'll get a nice full field here. All right, so turn marshals are going to be Bryant, Barry, Brandon, Martin, Kevin, Jeff, Brian, Julian. I'll give Gross a pass on marshaling because I believe he is busy. Thank you. Why, Brendan? Did you want to share a seat with Kevin? All right, folks. Race number 1.
Tom Barnard.
In warm-up. All right, that'll be Terry, Tom, Joe, Joey, Henry, Max, Anthony, Ali King. All right. Almost. All right. Central Mountain Time, actually. Yeah, John Johnson winning the long haul award for the evening by quite the margin.
Joe Stevens. Joey Stevens. Max Stevens. Henry Robinson. Terry O-Ring.
All right, let's get all of our turn marshals. This is race number 1. Let's see if we get everybody checked in here. Okay. With that, we will be going live loop here, drivers. If you want to do one more lap, now's the time to do it. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe just remove it. Unless you can pull it taut and reattach it. I'm not sure why it's not attached. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's like that. That's not right. Jeff, is there a way to simply detach that pipe for now? Let's just get rid of it for now and deal with it later. Since it wasn't dealt with already, we'll have to deal with it later. That's fine. We'll deal with it. Just place it on the inside, maybe. Oh, wait, Jeff. Inside over here. Just place it on the ground where it was before. Never mind. All right, we're going racing. All right, Terry Young going 18-4, Henry 19-1, Joe 19-1, Max 19-5, Anthony 24-3. A little bit of a rough lap for some of our racers here. Let's see what happens here on lap number 2.
Five minutes left.
All right, Terry on top of the leaderboard, working the 20-lap pace right now. Henry in the 2 spot, also on a 20-lapper. Got Max currently 18.601, Joey 18.604. Followed by Joe, Tom, and Anthony. Yeah, minute 20 down, drivers, 4:40 left. All right, minute 40 down. Right now, Terry, 9/10 of a second up on Henry. That gap has grown. Now Terry about 5.8 ahead of Henry. Henry 3.7 ahead of Joe. Joe 3.6 ahead of Joey. Joey 2.4 ahead of Max. Max 0.6 ahead of Tom. Tom 2.5 ahead of Anthony. We got 2 minutes down, 4 minutes remaining, drivers. All right, Terry Young, leading this one, driving the red car, white wheels. Joe Stevens up to the 2 spot, black and white. Henry holding down the 3 spot. I believe he's driving the green and yellow tonight. 2:35 down, 3:25 to go. All right, Terry 18-0, way to go. That'll bring his pace to a 2013. We got Joe 19-16, Henry 18-01, Joey 18-09, Anthony 17-14, Tom 17-15, and
left.
Max 17-21. All right, 2:50 remains. We're just past halfway here. Terry holding down fast lap at an 18-0. Joe going 18-4. Henry 18-6. Joey 19-2. Tom 18-1. Anthony 18-7. And Max 19-5. Oh, need a little help there. 3:30 down, drivers. 2:30 to go. .210 remaining.
Two minutes left.
A little help on the right. Helps on the way. Thank you, Jeff. Got a minute 45 remaining here. Got Buggy Train working its way around the front part of the course. Minute 35 to go here. All right, a minute 20 remains. Terry, wow, quite the margin up on the rest of the field to lap up. 20-13 at the moment. We got Henry and Joe battling for the 2 spot. 18:09 for both these drivers.
1 minute left.
Got Joey 18:14, Tom 17:06, Max 17:16, Anthony 17:21. 45 seconds remaining. The closest battle right now, Joey, and Henry. Got Joe about 4 seconds up on Joey. Joey 1 second ahead of Henry. These guys battling for that 2 spot. Take it easy there, Anthony. Take it easy. Oh, clear. All right, time has expired. Keep on
And
going,
please, it
drivers.
looks to be
Keep on
done.
going.
Henry Robinson done. Tom Barnard done. Joe Stevens done. Terry O-Ring done. Max Stevens done.
Where you at, bud?
All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race. So it's going to be
Joey
Terry
Stevens
taking
done.
down the victory. Joe in the 1 spot. Joey in the 3 spot, followed by Tom, Henry, Max, and Anthony.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, moving on to race number 2. That'll be James, Theo, Mark, Joe, Chloe, Austin, Carter, and John.
James Colicchio. 10 Cartet. Austin Church. Mark Humans. Joe Colicchio.
All right, if I can get all my drivers from that previous group to come on out here and turn marshal this next race.
Rice Cakes Jr.
All right, let's see. Got 2 more here. Let's see. Carter's on his way. Okay, looks like John's been enjoying a trackside chat with Elliot there. Hey, John, did you want to race this one or? Okay. Yeah. All right, there is Carter's check.
Carter Garcia.
Oh, cool. All right, we'll hold the presses. We're holding the presses. Here we go. Downtown Brown coming through with the rent-a-ride. On the right over here, by the ice cream machine, the young man right there. All right, try again, John. Oh, he's good now. Hey, welcome the carpet.
John Johnson.
I'm sorry, John. There you go. Hey, it's like riding a bicycle. You might fall off a couple times and skin your knee, but you'll be all right. All right, folks. This is a live loop start, so your time does not begin until you cross the start-finish line. Come on, computer, cooperate. We got ourselves a buggy train already. All right, fastest opening lap. Give me Mark Humans, 18.6. He is in the mix. Careful in the middle, going cross town, guys. Careful in the middle, careful at the tabletop. All right, that is clear. Oh, need a little help, Get him on the straightaway. 55 seconds in, 5:05 to go.
5 minutes left.
This is round number 2, race number 2. Right now it's Mark Humans out front. Take that back. It's Joe Colicchio out front now, followed by Mark, Theo Carter, Chloe, John, Austin, James. All right, 130 down, 4:30 to go. Joe currently on a 19:13 for pace. Chloe, 18:06. Theo, 18:19. Carter now 18:13. Mark, 18:20. John, 17:19. Austin, 16:01. And James, a 16:04. All right, folks. 150 down, 410 remains.
Four minutes left.
All right, it's going to be Chloe out front now, 19:14 in the works. Scott Carter on 18:03. Theo, 18:04. Mark, 18:06. Joe, 18:13. James, 17:03. Austin, 17:13. John, 15:14. Got 220 down drivers, 340 remaining. .240 down drivers, 320 to go. I think John's going to turn the steering back up now. Now he's getting used to it. Oh, we need a little help on the right. I'm hearing somebody's car's broken.
Three minutes left.
All right, 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Right now, Chloe on top of the leaderboard, driving the purple and yellow. Got Theo Lynn in the 2, driving the orange and white. Mark Humans in the 3 spot. Looks to be driving the maroon with the yellow graphics. Church in the 4, followed by Carter, Joe, James, and John. All right, folks, we got 330 down, 220 to go. All right, Chloe on a 1905, Humans on a 1910, Theo on a 1911, Austin 1918, Carter 1806, Joe 1808, James is 17 flat. Oh, careful on the back straight, back straight. Ah, man,
2 minutes
Gross
left.
was leading 2 races tonight. Ah, just tough luck. Yeah. Yeah, that's in the office right by the door, in the box. Yeah, I was trying to give someone instructions on how to fix it, and just no one wants to help. I'll go down there and fix it myself next round, I guess. Yeah, 135 to go. We got Mark Humans 1908, Austin 1912, Theo 1918, Joe 1802, Carter 1813, James 1707, John 1503. Got just over 1 minute left, drivers.
1 minute left.
All right, 1 minute to go. "45 seconds remain. Now it's Austin Church taking over the top spot. Terry, to your left. Terry, thank you. 35 seconds remaining. "25 seconds to go. Oh, Church now to the top spot. Just as I say that, he frisbees it. Driving that white and silver ride. Got 10 seconds remaining, drivers.
Mark Humans done.
All
James
right.
Colaccio done.
Coming to the finish here.
10 Quartet done. Carter Garcia done. Austin Church done. Joe Colaccio done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a
John
race.
Johnson done.
It is going to be Theo actually taking it on the final lap, followed by Joe, Austin, Carter, Mark, James, John,
Rice
and
Cakes
Chloe.
Jr. done. The race is completed.
I'm sorry? Then go out there and do it. I don't understand, really?
Best friend. Chef Dave.
I don't know about that, dude.
David Newell.
No one else is having any issues like that, so
Martin
you might need to
Arroyo.
raise your car, bro. Like, it's just too low. Or there's something hanging off of it. Hey, check your car, dude. No one else is having
Steve Look.
that issue.
Ryan R. Randall.
Hey, I need a little help out here. Can somebody please give me a hand? So this pipe right here, that coupling right there, joining with the next one, yeah, that pipe you just hit, it's missing a little metal thing. If we can get a new coupling in there with a little metal thing, that would be awesome. Maybe trade one of the pipes on the inside, the coupling piece. Thank you, Mondrell. It's missing the little metal piece, so maybe you can grab the coupling piece from one of the inside pipes. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever needs to, yeah. Cool, thank you guys. All right, we'll give Mondrell a moment. You gonna make this one? You sure? Okay, I hear you. All right, folks, we are going racing. Loop is going live. All right, we got Steve 16.6, Ryan 17.3, Dave 18.3, Martin 18.3, David a 23 flat. And Chevelle goes 16.9. 35 seconds in, 5:25 to go. Got Steve going 16.5 here on lap number 2. That is the maroon and yellow car. Making his way through crosstown over the rollers, around the bend, through the chicane. Steve had a pretty good run last round. Right now, he's on 22.03. Chevelle 22.07. Dave 21.13. Ryan 21.17. Martin 19.02. David 18.05. All right, Steve Leong 16.3 that time by. He's now 1.4 ahead of Chevelle. Chevelle 3 seconds up on Dave. Dave 3.5 ahead of Martin. Martin 0.9 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 0.5 ahead of Dave. All right, 145 down, 4:15 to go, drivers. Two minutes down, drivers. 4 minutes left. So Steve about 5.8 ahead of Dave. Dave 1.7 ahead of Chevelle. Chevelle 6 ahead of Ryan. David now 0.7 ahead of Ryan. And that's going back and forth between those two drivers. Dave Knoll, Ryan Randall having a battle. Got 2:25 in, 3:35 to go. That's Steve 7 seconds ahead of Dave. Dave 0.4 ahead of Chevelle. Chevelle 7 seconds up on Ryan. Ryan 1.5 ahead of Dave. Dave 8 ahead of Martin. Got 2:50 down, 3:10 to go. Steve 22.07. Chevelle 21.09. Dave also 21.09. Got Ryan 20.09. Dave 20.09. And Martin on a 19 lapper. We got just under 3 minutes to go, drivers. $3:15 down, 2:45 to go. Steve 22.06. He has quite the lead on the second place car right now. Dave Kreider about 2.5 seconds ahead of Chevelle. Chevelle 3.7 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.1 ahead of Dave. Dave about 10 up on Martin. Got 2:15 remaining, drivers. All right, just over 2 minutes left. This is race number 3 on track.
2 minutes left.
Tonight we're running the races in sequential order, so race number 4 will be next. All right, minute 50 to go. All right, a minute 35 to go. Minute 15 remaining. Dave, Ryan, Chevelle, David, and Martin, now your running order. Got a bit of a mid-pack battle developing here. We got Ryan 3/10 ahead of Chevelle. Chevelle 5/10 ahead of David Knoll.
1 minute left.
Oh, Steve 22:08, Dave 21:10, Ryan 20 flat, Chevelle 20 flat. David Knoll 20:01, Martin Arroyo 19 flat. Got 45 seconds left. All right, leaders, that maroon and yellow car. 30 seconds remaining. "25 seconds to go. Race number 4, be ready to go."
Steve Loom done. Chef Dave done. Martin Arroyo done. Ryan R. Randall done. David Knoll done.
Now one more car. Guys, let's not cut the track when there's cars on the track. Seriously, guys? You gotta work on the
Drivers are
etiquette.
Finished. Best friend done.
All right,
The
that'll be a
race
race,
is
guys.
completed.
Steve, Dave, Ryan, David, Chevelle, and Martin, your full finishing order. Yeah, guys, please, let's try to be mindful of the people who are still on the clock racing. Don't be cutting the track in front of other cars. Don't be walking off the track as a marshal when there's still cars on the clock, guys. Please, let's try to think of our fellow racers.
Ray Silione. Roger Serafin. Aaron Austin. Lucas Zachiglowski. AJ Cardinale. Leader. Jordan Rivera. Eric Vasiodine. LT Gray.
All right, I am going to need some turn marshals to get my drivers from that last race. All right, turn marshals are going to be Steve, Dave, Ryan, David, Chevelle, Martin, and got Montreal out here helping us out. All right, folks, get ready. Because we're about to go live loop. If you want to do one more lap, go ahead. Otherwise, loop is going live in less than 5. All right, 25 seconds in. Jordan going 16-6, Tony 16-9. Roger 17-0, Eric 17-0, Ray 17-0, Lucas 17-4, Aaron 17-5. Art 17-7, Mike 17-8. Careful at the tabletop, tabletop. That is clear. All right, we got 45 seconds in. Right now, Tony on top, followed by Eric, Jordan, Roger. 1 minute down, 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes left.
$125 down, drivers, $435 to go. Minute 35 down, $425 remaining. All right, we're approaching 2 minutes in with 4 minutes remaining. Right now, Tony Wilson on 22:01. Got Jordan 22:08, Roger 22:09, Aaron 22:11, Ray 21:03, Eric 21:03, Art 21:10, Lucas 20:06, and Mike 19:07. And Eric Vasutin going 15:09. That is new fast lap. Got Roger 16:0. Tony 16:1. Jordan 16:1. All right, 2:35 in, 3:25 left. All right, 3:15 remains. Tony now 3 seconds up on Eric. Eric less than a second ahead of Roger, just like last round. All right, leaders coming up on some traffic here. Tony, Eric, Roger, your top 3.
Left.
Oh, Tony out there driving the blue and yellow. Eric driving the blue, green, gray with the flow red trim. Roger driving the yellow with the blue and red graphics. That's 2:40 remaining. Oh, man. Careful at the tabletop, guys. We got 2:30 to go, racers. Roger with a rough lap here, unfortunately. We got 2:20 to go. Right now, Tony 3 ahead of Eric. Tony on 22:07. Eric on 22:13. Jordan 21 flat. Art 21:02. Ray 21:05. Aaron 21:13. Lucas 21:15. Roger 21:16. And Mike 19:10.
2 minutes left.
We need a little help on the right, driver's right. Thank you, Steve. 1:40 to go, drivers. Eric going 16:8 that time by. That's going to put him on top of the leaderboard on a 22:09. Got Jordan 22:16, Tony 22:16, Art 21:01, Ray 21:04, Lucas 21:11, Roger 21:12, Aaron 21:15, and Mike 19:02. All right, drivers, we got just over 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Eric 22:09, Jordan 22:14, Tony 21 flat, Art 21:01, Ray 21:04, Lucas 21:09, Roger 21:10, Aaron 21:13, Mike 20:17. 45 seconds remain. All right, 30 seconds left. Fifteen seconds to go. And time is about to expire. Keep on going. Do not stop until the computer says your name.
AJ Cardinale done. LT Gray done. Leader done. Roger Serafin done. Ray Cilioni done. Lucas Sichiglowski done.
Back straight, back straight.
Aaron Austin done. Jordan Rivera done. All drivers are finished. Eric Vasiodine done.
Yeah, your transponder didn't pick on the last lap, Eric. I have to go back and edit that.
The race is completed. Rice Cakes. Kevin Allen. Barry Soppet. Martin White. Too Soon Jr.
All right, that last one's going to be Eric 2208, Jordan 2213, Art 21 flat, Ray 2103, Tony 2104, Roger 2109, Aaron 2111, Lucas 2115, and Mike 1902. Okay, this is race number 5. Hey, Art. Yeah, that was a problem earlier. Like, we actually had to go and fix this over here because, no, on the inside here. The gap that was left in the pipes, we had to fix that. It was a problem. All right, folks. Looks like most everybody's ready. So we're going live loop. All right, Brian going 15-8, Barry 16-0, Martin 16-1. All right, 30 seconds in. Here's Fuente 15-5 on lap number 2. All right, we got Brian Tana 23-01 right now, Martin 23-07, Barry 23-09. Brian 2205, Jeff 2206, Kevin 2216, Brandon 20 flat.
Five minutes left.
You heard the man. 1 down, 5 to go. Mir Fuente 15-2 that time around. Barry 15-9, Martin 15-7. Brian going 15-8. Kevin going 16-4, Brandon a 15-6, Jeff a 16-2. Hey, 130 down through 430 remaining. $145 down drivers, 4:15 to go. Right now, Bryant, 4 seconds ahead of Martin. Martin, whoa, geez, less than a tenth of a second ahead of Barry. Barry, 2.5 ahead of Brandon. Brandon, 2.3 ahead of Brian. Brian, 2.4 ahead of Kevin. Kevin, 0.8 ahead of Jeff. Got 2 minutes down, 4 minutes to go. All right, 2:20 down, 3:40 left. So Bryant 24:13, Barry 23:11, Martin 23:12, Brandon 22:01, Brian 22:12, Jeff 21:04, Kevin 21:10. Got 3:20 remaining. And a little trouble for, oh, back straight, back straight. That is clear. 3 minutes down, drivers, 3 minutes to go. Bryant 23:02, now the pace. Brandon 23:16, Martin 22:02, Barry 22:07, Brian 22:08, Jeff 21 flat, Kevin 21:15. $3:15 down, drivers, 2:45 left. $3:30 down, 2:30 left. And another long lap for Bryant. So that is going to leave just half a second between himself and Brandon. Yeah, Brandon 3.8 ahead of Barry. Barry 1.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.08 ahead of Martin. Martin 7.8 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 8.6 ahead of Kevin. 4 minutes down, drivers. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes left.
Brandon, Bryant, Barry, Martin, Brian, Jeff, Kevin, your full running order. All right, a minute 35 remains. Brandon 23:13, Brian 22 flat, Barry 22:02, Martin 22:03, Brian 22:03, Jeff 22:16, Kevin 21:08. Minute 15 to go.
One minute left.
All right, you heard the man. A minute to go. Brandon now 4.2 ahead of Barry. Barry 0.2 ahead of Martin. Martin 0.6 ahead of Brian. And Barry pulling it off. So, well, you got Brandon 23:12, Martin 22:01, Brian 22:02, Bryant 22:05, Jeff 22:14, Kevin 21:06. All right, we're heading into the final 30 seconds. All right, we're headed into the final 10 seconds, drivers. Keep on going until you hear the computer say your name.
BP done. Too soon Junior done. Goomba done. All drivers are finished.
All right.
Rice cakes done.
So Brandon going 22:01, Brian 22:11, Brian 22:14, Jeff 21:04.
The race is completed.
Jeez, that was a race of attrition. Okay, we're going to get the main event set up. All right, folks. Here's how it's going to go. We got 8 car mains tonight. 1 car will bump up from each one. Race number 1 will be Joey, Henry, Max, Anthony, John, Chloe, Julian, and Ollie King. Race number 2 will be Theo, Terry, Mark, Joe, Austin, Tom, Joe, Carter. Race number 3 will be Lucas, Dave, Aaron, Mondrell, Ryan, David, Martin, and James. Race number 4 will be Jeff, Mike, Jordan, Brian, Art, Ray, Tony, and Chevelle. Race number 5 will be Bryant, Barry, Brandon, Martin, Roger, Eric, Steve, and Kevin. All right, we'll get the main event started in about 5 minutes, drivers. 8:30.
Henry Robinson.
There's 40 people here tonight. 40.
Henry Robinson. Chef Dave. Barry Soffit. 19-4. 17-7. Kevin Allen. 16 flat. 19-1. 16-2. 15-5. 16-7. 20.8. 16-8. 21 flat. 38.7. 16-7. 19-2. 16-2. 18-3. 18-1. 48.3. 16-2. 19 flat. 36.7. 20.5. 18-2. 24.5. 20.7. 18-2. Tom Barnard. 18-7. 16-3. 18-3. 16-8. 28.6. 20.5. 17.8. 16.6. 18.3. 19.2. 21.8. 16.5. 18.7. 19 flat. 17 flat. 'James Colicchio. 19.5. 32.6, Rice Cakes Jr. 45.1. 16.5. 19.6. 19 flat. 16.3. 18.1. 26.2. 39.1. 42.8. 18.9. 23.5. 19.2. 18.9. 19.3.
'All right, folks, it is about time
17-8.
for race number 1. All right, so race 1, we might only have a handful, but I got Joey, Henry, Max, Anthony, John, Chloe,
23.4.
Julian, and Ollie King on the list. All right, race number 1, Joey, Henry, Max, Anthony, John, Chloe, Julian, and Ollie King. Turn marshals, Bryant, Barry, Brandon, Martin, Roger, Eric, Steve,
Anthony
and Kevin.
Zachiglowski. Max Stevens.
I am going to need some turn
Joey
marshals,
Stevens.
please. I'm looking for Brian, Barry, Brandon, Martin, Roger, Eric, Steve, and Kevin.
I'm here, Dan.
You're always here for me, Brandon. Brandon's always there for me, like my brother.
Can you take me higher?
All right, folks, let's line up all the cars on the back straight. We're going to put Joey on the number 1 spot, Henry on the number 2, Max on the number 3, Anthony on the number 4, Chloe on the number 5, and Ollie King on the number 6.
Ooh, Steve, you made the A? First time. Hell yeah, good job, dude. That's exciting.
All right, we got 6 minutes on the clock. And your winner is going to bump up to the next race. All right, folks, get that green and pink car on to number 6. He might need a little help. All right, grid is set, drivers ready. We are going racing in less than 5.
Whoa.
Oh, a little wheelie action. Nice. All right, this is our first main event of the night. All right, 15 seconds in. Didn't take long for Gross to make her way up to the 2 spot. All right, Henry Robinson holding it down, but Henry getting a little funky there. So Gross to the 1, Robinson 2. Joey in the 3 spot, just ahead of his brother. Oh, back straight, back straight. That is clear. Oh, careful, turn 1, turn 1. That's clear. Oh, a little help. All right, we got Gross in the 1 spot, followed by Robinson, Stevens, Anthony, and Joey.
5 minutes
And
left.
Ollie King out there, of course, driving that. It's a lime green and pink buggy. I believe that's a B5M. That was a really good car. You gotta say, a lot of good memories with the B5M. I kind of wish I still had mine to just keep on the shelf. Now, I've already decided my main B6.4, when I'm done racing that car, it's just going up on the shelf. I'm not selling it. $130 down, $430 to go. Chloe Gross on top of the leaderboard. Henry Robinson about 7 seconds back. Anthony 3 seconds back of Henry. Joey 2.2 back of Anthony. Oh. All right, folks, 2 minutes in, 4 minutes to go.
4 minutes left.
Race leader driving purple and yellow. Coming up on some traffic here. Just let the purple and yellow car by when you have a chance. All right, 2:15 down, 3:45 left. Careful, back straight, back straight. Uh-oh. Got a little wing damage there. Maybe somebody could straighten the wing out a little bit, please. See if you can straighten the wing out a little. All right, we're 3 minutes in. 3 minutes to go, drivers.
3 minutes left.
Right now, Chloe Gross, 17.9 for a fast lap. Making her way over that front tabletop. Coming up on traffic once again. So if you see that purple and yellow car, give that car some room. Henry Robinson, the 2 spot, yellow and green, just 2 seconds ahead of Anthony. Got 3:20 down, 2:30 to go. Careful up front. Careful at the tabletop, tabletop, tabletop. Careful at the tabletop, guys. All right, 3:35 in, 2:25 to go. All right, drivers, 4 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Right now, Chloe 11 up on
2
Henry.
minutes left.
Henry 4.1 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 8.1 ahead of Joey. And Joey 2.1 ahead of Max. All right, 1:35 remains. Careful going crosstown, guys. 2 down in the middle, middle. All right, that yellow and green car, let him by, please. He is the 2nd place runner. Actually, now battling with Anthony there. Pink and green versus blue and yellow. Blue, green, yellow, that is. Got 1:10 to go, drivers. Closest battle right now can be Anthony versus Henry. All right, folks, 1 minute to
1
go.
minute left.
$45 seconds remaining. Oh. All right, folks, 35 seconds left. And right now, Anthony holding down a 4-second advantage on Henry coming to the finish. Got 25 seconds to go. Ten seconds left. And time has expired. When you cross the line, you will be
Rice
done.
Cakes Jr. done. Max Stevens done. Henry Robinson done. Joey Stevens done.
All right, one more car, one more car.
All
And
drivers
that
are
will be a
finished.
race. So Chloe
Anthony
makes it
Zaglos
to
done.
the next race up. Our podium for this one's going to be Anthony, Henry, and Joey. All right, folks, moving on to the D group.
The
Might
race
need a
is
few
completed.
volunteers for this race. Might need a few volunteers to marshal this race. All right, race number 2. That is going to be Theo, Terry, Mark, Joe, Austin, Tom, Joe, Carter, Chloe.
Car Ted. Joe Colicchio. Mark Humans. Terry O-Ring. Tom Barnard.
All right, this is race number 2. Waiting for a few more cars to get checked in. Also, you need some turn marshals. All my drivers from that last group might need a few volunteers to help out on this one. Should be good the rest of the night.
Joe
Thank you, Art.
Stevens.
How about Art Cardinale? That man's always helping out.
Rice Cakes Jr.
Best seat in the house, right? Ah. Oh, we were hoping you'd make it. All right, we need a little marshaling assistance on the West Coast, left side of the track. All right, I should have Anthony, Henry, Joey, Max. If I can get a little bit of help as well, that'd be awesome. All right, folks, let's take this opportunity to line them up. Line them up. It's going to be Theo on the 1 spot, Terry 2, Mark 3, Joe 4, Tom 5. So Joe Colicchio 4. Yes. You can't do, practice starts on Wednesday. That's some boot camp. Hurry up. I'm not guaranteeing anything, Austin, but hurry up. If someone could help him. Yeah, it's kind of late to ask for a minute. So I'll give you like 30 seconds. Okay, let's get that car to the back straight. So Church is going to line up on the 5, I suppose. There we go. Okay. All right, folks. We are going racing. Drivers, best of luck. Less than 5. Here we go. Remember, drivers, long race. Be patient. Oh, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight. Back straight, be careful, back straight, be careful. So that has shaken things up a little bit here. Looks like we got Joe Colicchio out front. Got Mark Humans up to the 2 spot. We got Battle Terry versus Chloe in the 3 and 4. Joe right behind them. Then we got Theo, Tom, and Austin. Oh, a little trouble up front. 55 seconds in, 5:05 to go. Joe Colicchio out front.
5 minutes left.
Terrio in the 2. Wait. I was looking at the wrong. Okay. That's actually Mark Humans there in the 2 spot. All right, we got minute 25 in, 4:35 to go. Right now, Joe, 2 seconds up on Mark. Mark about 3 seconds up on Chloe. Chloe is 1 second up on Joe. Joe about half a second up on Theo. Theo half a second up on Terry. Got a bit of a buggy train working its way down the back straight now. And it looks like Gross up to the 2 spot right there with Humans. Oh, a little trouble for Humans. Theo Lynn gets by up to the 3. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, 2 minutes down, drivers, 4 minutes
4
left.
minutes left.
Right now, it's Colicchio, followed by Gross, Lynn, Humans, Barnard, Stevens, Church, and Oyoung. All right, Joe Colicchio out front. He is driving the blue car with the orange stripes. He's about 5 seconds ahead of Chloe. Chloe about 2 seconds ahead of Theo. Theo almost a second up on Mark. Mark 1.4 ahead of Tom. Tom 0.8 ahead of Austin. Austin 0.7 ahead of Joe. Got 2:45 down drivers, 3:15 remaining. Hot battle right now, Lynn versus Humans. They make their way up the wall ride. Down into that
3
first
minutes
double. Around the bend over the tabletop. Closest battle on track right now, Theo versus Mark. All right, 3:10 down, 2:50 to go. So right now, Joe 3.5 up on Chloe. Chloe 3.5 up on Theo. Theo half a second ahead of Mark. Oh, in a little trouble there for somebody. Oh man, that's Austin having some trouble. You got 3:30 down, 2:30 left. Right now, Colicchio 3.7 ahead of Gross. Gross 4.7 ahead of Lynn. Lynn 0.5 ahead of Humans. Humans 1.1 ahead of Barnard. Barnard 3.2 ahead of Stevens. Stevens just 0.3 ahead of Oyoung. And we got a change for the lead. Chloe Gross now up to the top spot. Colicchio having some issues there. 2 minutes to
left.
go, drivers. All right, 17.6 for Gross that time by. That's fast lap of the race. A minute 45 remaining. Right now, Gross 4.5 up on Colicchio. Colicchio 1.7 ahead of Lynn. Lynn 3.4 ahead of Barnard. All right, race leaders coming up on traffic here. Purple and yellow. Yellow and purple. That is your race leader. Second place is going to be the blue car, orange stripes. Minute 25 remains. Race number 3 up next. All right, leader coming up on traffic here, purple and yellow. All right, 1 minute to go,
1 minute
drivers.
left.
Gross, 5 seconds up on Colicchio. Colicchio, 3.5 up on Lynn. Oh, leader is the purple and yellow, so be careful. Second place is going to be blue and orange. And we got Theo now in the mix. 40 seconds to go. All right, leader's coming up on Terry next. Got battle for the 2 spot here. Theo versus Joe. Over the tabletop they go. I'm a poet, I know. 20 seconds remaining. All right, Chloe, 4 seconds up on Theo. Theo, half a second up on Joe. Leaders coming up on Terry and Mark. Got the leader coming right up. 5 seconds left.
Car Ted done. Joe Stevens done.
All right, so officially,
Joe Colicchio done.
Chloe Gross on a victory
Austin
lap. In
Church
fact, you don't
done.
even have to finish this lap. You have the race
Tom
won.
Barnard done. Terry O-Ring done.
So, Chloe
Mark
Gross
Newman's done.
continues to climb the
All drivers
ladder,
are finished.
moving her way up to the
Bryce
C-main
Weeks
event.
Jr. done.
All right, podium for this one going to be Theo, Joe, and Tom. Rest of the order, Terry, Mark, Joe, Austin, Carter.
The race is completed. Lucas Sichiglowski.
All right, this one it is
James
going to be
Colicchio.
Lucas, Dave, Aaron, Mondrell, Ryan, David, Martin, James, and Chloe. Our C-main
Ryan R.
event.
Randall.
Record-setting Wednesday night.
Aaron Austin.
40 entries. That's right, 4-0. 40 entries tonight.
Chef
And once
Dave.
again, Ron Watson, if you're watching, I hope you enjoy the show. Hope to see you again, bud.
David Newell. Martin Arroyo.
Podium, that is going to be Theo, Joe, and Tom. All right, Mondrell Brown, you gonna make this one? Did Mondrell start the party early and take off? Ah.
Rice Cakes Jr.
Okay. If I can get my turn marshals to the racetrack, please. That'll be Theo, Joe, Tom, Terry, Mark, Joe, Austin. I'm going to need your help, please. All right, I got Terry out here. I got Tom out here looking for the rest of my group. I got Mark over here. All right, we got Mr. Stevens making his way out. Cool. We got Mr. Colicchio out here. Thank you, thank you. All right, maybe if I can get one more on the left side, please. Maybe if I can get Mr. Lynn out there. Theodore Lynn. I need your help, buddy. Thank you, sir. All right, Lucas on the 1, Dave 2, Aaron 3, Noah Mondrell. So Ryan on the 4, David Noah on the 5, Martin 6, James 7, Chloe 8. And what Chloe 8? We'll have to ask her in her post-race interview because she is currently on one heck of a run. Ah, yeah, Panini powered. Powered by Paninis. They're pretty tasty. Thank you, Dave. Uh-oh. Real quick. Kevin, could you look at Martin's steering real quick? Just real quick. Something looked a little funky from up here. Just check Martin's steering, make sure that. All good? Okay. All right, just wanted to check. No, it just might have been my angle from up here. It looked like one of your wheels kind of went funny. I'm like, are both turnbuckles attached? Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure both turnbuckles were attached. All right, folks. Let's get James back on that number 7 spot. We are good to go. All right, best of luck, racers. We're going in less than 5. All right, remember, drivers, be patient. Long race ahead. Lucas taking a flip. That's going to put Aaron Austin to the 1 spot. Well, long race ahead, drivers. Plenty of time to work your way back up. 30 seconds down, 5:30 remains. Aaron Austin out front. He is 2.5 seconds up on Dave. Trouble there for Aaron. And that's going to move him back in the pack. Now we got David Knoll taking a turn at the helm. James Colicchio up to the 2. Aaron in the 3, but Aaron flips it. All right, 55 in, 5:05 to go. David Knoll out front, James Colicchio all over the back. Oh, but James a little off trajectory. Help on the straightaway. Other side. That worked out. 1:15 down, 4:45 remaining. All right, David Knoll holding it down. We're 1:25 in, 4:35 to go. Lucas making his way back to the 2. And he is just 3/10 back of your number 1 car. Yeah, Dave Kreider in this reef, followed by Aaron, Chloe, James, Ryan, and Martin. Now, minute 45 down, drivers, 4:15 to go. And the battle out front right now, Dave Kreider taking the top spot. Lucas 2, Aaron 3. You could
4
throw
minutes
a
left.
sheet over them. Down the back straight they go. Right now, Aaron in the 1, Lucas 2, followed by Dave and Dave. 2:20 in, 3:40 to go. Got 2 battles going down here. Got a battle for the 1 spot, Aaron, Lucas, and Dave. And then we got the battle between Ryan, James, Chloe, and Martin. 2:30 down, drivers, 3:30 left. 2:45 down, 3:15 to go. All right, 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Aaron
3
Austin,
minutes left.
9/10 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2.3 ahead of Dave Kreider. Kreider 1.4 ahead of Noel. Noel 3.6 ahead of Colicchio. Colicchio 1 second ahead of Randall. Randall 3 seconds ahead of Gross. And Gross 8 seconds up on Arroyo. Yeah, 2:40 remaining, drivers. All right, leaders coming up on Gross next. 3:30 down, drivers. 2:30 to go. And leader will be coming up on Colicchio and Randall pretty quickly. Second place will be coming through very shortly. That's the lilac purple. Oh, middle, crosstown, middle, middle, middle. All right, drivers, 4 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. All right, second place coming up on Ryan there. Oh. 150 remaining. Got Aaron Austin now 7 seconds up on Lucas. Lucas 4 seconds up on David Knoll. David Knoll 1.3 up on Kreider. Kreider about 10 up on Chloe. Chloe just ahead of James. Well, it looks to be reversed now. All right, 4:30 down, 1:30 to go, drivers. All right, 1:15 remains. And we got battle for, 2 battles going on. Battle of the Daves. That's going to be Noel versus Kreider, battling for the 3rd spot. We also got a battle between James, Chloe, Ryan for the 5th spot. That's going to be purple versus purple, yellow versus pink and white down the back straight. And we got the other battle dates coming up on them. So David Knoll and David Kreider, that is orange and white versus orange and green for the 3rd spot. 40 seconds remain. Got our B group coming up next. 30 seconds remain. $20 seconds to go. So it looks like there's a bit of distance between Kreider and Knoll now. So closest battle now going to be Martin versus Ryan. Those guys get battled to the finisher. Green and purple versus the pink and white.
Aaron Austin done.
Got just
Chef
the chicane
done.
and a jump to go. Over
David
the jump.
Knoll
Oh,
done.
Martin a little too tight.
Ryan R. Randall done.
Good battle to
Martin
the finish,
Arroyo
guys. Good battle.
Lucas Sichiglowski done. Rice Cakes Jr. done.
All
drivers
right,
are
that will
finished.
be a race.
James Colicchio done.
All right, so it's going to be Aaron Austin making it up to the next main event. Podium for this one, going to be Lucas, Dave, and Dave. That'll be
The race is
Lucas,
completed.
Dave Kreider, and David Knoll. The rest of the order will be Chloe, James, Ryan, Martin, No Mondrell. All right, folks. B main event is going to be Jeff, Mike, Jordan, Brian, Art, Ray, Tony, Chevelle, and Aaron. Turn marshals are going to be the
Best
drivers
friend.
from the last race.
Ray Cilioni. Jordan Rivera. Too Soon Jr. Leader. AJ Cardinale.
All right, I may need some marshaling assistance here. I'm going to need a little bit of help
Nice
on the
game.
left side, guys. Need a little help on the left side. Need a little help on the left side.
Aaron Austin.
All right, we got Dave to the podium now. Dave's not here, man. You know who's really not here? Tony Wilson. Oh, there he is.
El Tigre.
All right, I'm looking for turn marshals. I got James out there, got Chloe out there, looking for the rest of my group. All right, we got Martin and Dave out there. I think I might have somebody. I see somebody in the corner. That might be Ryan. Okay, cool. And do I have someone over here in this corner, blind corner?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need someone in that corner for sure. So I should have Lucas, Dave, David, Chloe, James, Ryan, Martin. Okay. All right. Well, I think we're good now. All right. It's going to be Jeff on the 1, Mike Hughes on the 2, Jordan on the 3, Brian on the 4, Art 5, Ray 6, Tony 7, Chevelle 8, Aaron 9. All right, folks. Grid looks good. We are going racing in less than 5. Here we go. All right, we got Miranda, 0.7 ahead of Hughes. Hughes just ahead of Gross. Whoa, Hughes with a little slop wheelie there. Straight out of Monster Jam. 30 seconds in. Jeff Miranda right now, 2 seconds ahead of BG. Got Gross 3/10 up on Cardinale. Cardinale just ahead of Austin. Austin just ahead of Hughes. We got 45 seconds in, 5:15 to go. Yeah, I think I've seen that move before. Oh, too soon, too soon.
5 minutes left.
1 minute down, 5 minutes to go. Whoa, a little tie up here, a little tangle. All right, they get it sorted out. All right, we got minute 15 in, 4:45 left. All right, Jeff Miranda now 4 seconds up on BG. BG 1 second ahead of Hughes. Hughes 1.1 ahead of Cardinale. Cardinale 1.4 ahead of Austin. Austin 0.6 ahead of Saloni. Saloni 2.9 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 0.7 ahead of Rabara. Rabara 0.9 ahead of Keats. All right, 2 minutes in, 4 minutes to go.
4 minutes left.
Right now it's Miranda, Gross, Hughes, followed by Austin, Cardinale, Saloni, Wilson, Rabara, and Keats. All right, Joe, back straight, all clear. 2:20 in, 3:40 left. Careful on the left side. 2:30 down, 3:30 left. Jeff now 3.8 ahead of BG. BG 2.6 ahead of Mike, who is just ahead of Aaron. That's the closest battle there. Going crosstown over the rollers into the chicane. Yellow car versus the white and yellow and blue. Well, the white, yellow, and blue putting it on its lid. That's going to move him back to the next pack, consisting of Cardinale, Saloni, and Wilson.
3 minutes left.
Hughes better be careful or else he'll be part of that next pack too. We got 3:10 down, 2:50 to go. Miranda 2.9 ahead of Gross. Gross 4 ahead of Hughes. Hughes 2.3 ahead of Austin. Austin right ahead of that pack of cars. Hughes having another bottle. Well, that's going to allow that pack to inch closer. Now we got another buggy train being formed here. We got leader making his way through traffic, driving blue car. Blue car's leader. And second place is going to be the yellow, orange, blue, white. Good teamwork there. We got 3:40 down, 2:20 left. All right, leaders will be coming up on Jordan next. Good teamwork. 2:10 remains. Battle for the lead down the back straight. 3/10 is the gap. So it's Jeff, Brian, Mike, Aaron, Art, Ray, Tony, Jordan, and Chevelle. A minute 50 remaining. Battle for the lead and making its way over that first double. Oh, careful ahead. Careful on the right. So lead battle is going to be blue car versus white, blue, yellow, orange. Down the back straight they go. They're coming up on Tony next. All right, leaders coming up on both Tony and Art. That'll be blue car and the car right behind him. Got a minute 20 to go. BG having a look, trying to take the opportunity. Minute 15 remains, 75 seconds left. Ah, man, trouble for Chevelle. Was having a good run. All right, just over a minute to go. 3/10 the gap between your leaders. BG having a look. 55 seconds left. 2/10 now the gap with 45 seconds left. Top two cars making their way over that tabletop. Going crosstown through the rollers. Into the chicane over that final double. 30 seconds left. 0.24 the gap. I don't even know if I can blink within 0.24. 20 seconds remain. Oh, BG looks to the inside. It is close here. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Half a second is the gap. This will be the last lap. White flag in the air. Battle to the finish here. BG having a look. Oh, he shoots the gap there. Beautiful move from Gross. And that is going to put him in the A main event.
LT Gray done.
Well, you know what,
AJ
guys?
Cardinale
Race
done.
director is up
Jordan
to his
Rivera
usual-ish. I'm going to bump
Aaron
them both.
Austin done. Ray Cilioni done.
I'm bumping them both.
All drivers.
Brian
are
and
finished.
Jeff, you've both made it to the
Leader
A-man
done.
event. So, podium for this one is going to be Austin, Saloni, and Hughes.
The race is completed.
All right, Gross and Miranda, you guys are up next. All right, folks, to cap off our Wednesday NorCal Nationals. Record-setting night with 40 entries in the house. Paninis from Dave Kreider. A special guest appearance
soft.
from John Johnson. It's been quite the night here. And we're going to cap it off with a very special 10-car main event. We got our 10 fastest racers of the night on the driver's stand right now.
Gunther. Martin White. Kevin Allen. Roger Seraphin. Rice Cakes. Steve Loeb. Eric Vasiodine.
Hey, Brian, use the battery out of my car, please. Please. That way I don't have to discharge it.
Too soon, Junior.
I guarantee it's a good battery. Is that corner covered?
Yep, I'm down here, Dad.
Okay. Right there.
BP.
Oh, right there. Right next to Aaron. Aaron, raise your hand.
Leader.
All right, lineup for this one is going to be Bryant on the 1, Barry on the 2, Brandon 3, Martin 4, Roger 5, Eric 6, Steve 7, Kevin 8, Brian 9, and Jeff 10. All right, a very special edition of the NorCal Wednesday Night Nationals about to go down. Drivers, best of luck. We will be racing in less than 5. Here we go. Oh, so close. Oh boy. All right, remember, long race ahead, drivers, long race ahead. All right, it's going to be Bryant Mirafuente out front by 1.1 on Barry. Now 1.6 the gap. Brandon just 0.8 back of Barry. It's about 2 point. Got Martin right there. But from Martin to Steve, there's 2.7 seconds before we get to the next pack of cars. Visutin bearing in on Leung. A little bit of a gap back to Miranda before we get to Gross and Allen. 55 seconds in, 5:05 to go.
5 minutes left.
All right, Brian Mirafuente now 2.9 ahead of Barry. Barry 1 second ahead of Martin. Martin 0.6 ahead of Brandon. Back straight, be careful. Go outside, back straight. Go outside, back straight. All clear, all clear. Buck 15 down, 4:45 remains. God, Bryant, Barry, Martin, Brandon, Eric, Jeff, Brian, Kevin, Roger, Steve, your full order so far. We are just a minute 30 down, 4:30 to go. Oh, Martin White not going to make it to the finish on this one.
Who wants a donut?
Oh, there's a rogue wheel in the chicane. Ah, that looks like a spicy meatball. The axle broke, perhaps. I see parts with the wheel. All right, 2 minutes in, 4 minutes to go. That eliminates. Oh, the driver's contending for that second and third spot. So Bryant now 4 seconds ahead of Barry. Barry 3.6 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 4.9 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.3 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.1 ahead of Roger. Roger 2 up on Eric. Eric 0.3 ahead of Steve. Steve 1.3 ahead of Jeff. Fast lap, Bryant Mirafuente 15.0. We got Barry 15.6. Brandon 15.7. Brian 16.0. Kevin 16.3. Roger 16.1. Eric 16.3. Steve 16.5 and Jeff 16.1. All right, drivers 240 down, 3:20 to go. And closest battle right now. Let's see. Got Kevin, Roger, Eric, and Steve all going for the final top 5 finishing
3
position.
minutes left.
We're 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. So Bryant, 8 seconds up on Barry. Barry, 2 seconds up on Brandon. Brandon about 5 ahead of Brian. Brian, 3.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin, 2.4 ahead of Eric. Eric, 1.3 ahead of Steve. Steve, 0.04 ahead of Roger at the line. And those guys about 2 seconds up on Jeff. Careful back straight, go outside. All clear. 2:20 to go. All right, we got Bryant Mirafonte making his way through that chicane over the final double and onto the back straight. Barry Soppin making his way across town. BP about 5 seconds
2
back
minutes
of Brandon. We got BG closing in on BP. A minute 50 remains. Right now, Brandon just 1 second ahead of Brian. 1:45 to go. So BP and BG battling for that final podium spot. Battle to see whose picture gets put on Facebook tonight. Got a minute 30 left. Minute 25 to go. Bryant, Barry, Brandon, Brian, Kevin, Eric, Roger, Jeff, and Steve. Your full running order. We got just over 1 minute to go.
One minute left.
All right, you heard the man. 1 minute to go. Wow, Bryant coming up on Barry. And there it is. Mirafonte putting the field down one lap. Good job, Bryant. I'm proud of you, brother. 40 seconds to go. Oh, back straight. Careful on the back straight. All clear, all clear. Oh, back straight, go inside. Back straight, go inside. Go inside. All clear. All right, we got 15 seconds to go. Oh. Dang. Hustle.
Roger Seraphin done. BP done. Rice Cakes done. Eric Vasiodine done. Too Soon Jr. done. Goomba done. Kevin Allen done. Barry Soppit done.
All right,
drivers
and
are
that will
finished.
be a race. That
Steve Bloom
concludes our A-main event here. Bryant taking the victory with 24 laps. Barry in the 2 spot. Brandon taking that final podium position just 1.1 ahead of BG. BG taking the 4, followed by Kevin, Roger, Eric, Jeff, Steve, and Martin losing that axle partway through the race. All right, folks, thank you all for coming
The race
out
is
to
completed.
this record-setting edition of Wednesday Night Nationals. We're going to do it again on Friday, folks. Friday with the Firecracker Friday series. And I believe I might be on the mic for that one this Friday. Come on out and join us. We'll also be racing on-road this weekend. On-road this weekend, both days, Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, we're racing Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Off-road Friday, on-road Saturday and Sunday.